Hi, Genki Call here. It is the week of April 1st, 2024, and we are in Urskaya. I'll put some timestamps in on the video so that you can skip over the things that you're not interested in, like perchance the lore, which I am going to go over right now since I didn't do it last week. Tsarian had wanted to get his hands on something called the Book of Witches for some time. He was desperate for information about a witch named Amatiel. None of his other tomes on witchcraft mentioned her, and you should never get between a scholar and a mystery. So with the help of a cartographer who had mapped the twisted lands of Karakoth, we set out in search of the book. Baba Yaga asked us to collect pages from an old tome. She insisted that if the witch Amatiel had ever existed, this tome would hold some information about her. Now, as far as the scoring goes, since we're in here, as far as the scoring this week, it's very straightforward. Every fight is going to drop pages. Each page is worth 1 point. Super easy. So we have a variable number of pages that are going to drop per fight, and also harder battles are going to get you more pages so as well. So just want to take the highest rarity and the hardest or the highest level battle. That's it. Just avoid the dark blue. Take the mythics and the legendaries when you can, and you should be absolutely fine. I love it when it's super straightforward like this. So nice. All right, let's go over. No, let's head to the shop. You want to grab your resources, spoils of war. I recommend getting your max of 10 every week if you can, because every event key that you get is a chance at mythics, unless you've got thousands of event keys, but you probably still need more unless you're, end game. Next up, weekly event, Bearlock. This is another thing I'm going to recommend, although he seems to be kind of useless. In my opinion, I don't like the way that this thing works. I'll go over it in a minute, but if you can when you can start getting these up to Mythic every week, I do recommend doing that because that is a level 20, guaranteed level 20 troop for your kingdoms when you need it for your power levels. Plus you get all of these other lovely drops as well, all of these resources, and the trait stones are really, really valuable when you're low level. As far as what the troop does, it's random stuff. I don't like the random stuff. Eliminate your magic +1 from a random skill on 2 random enemies boosted by enraged allies. So it's random what it's going to eliminate. It's random which enemies it's going to hit. I absolutely do not like that at all. The extra magic is always nice, but it's kind of a troop I will never ever use. Still, it is a guaranteed level 20 troop for us, so must have it maxed. Urskaya, let's see. As far as what you can get from your event keys this week, let's go over that next. Let me get this guy maxed out because I need that to get my power level up here. Speaking of which, la 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 la. Also, the new troop for Werewoods, well, the one that came out with the last weekend event, it is in the drop table now. That is this one. The Werehound is now in the drop table. Maybe has been for a little bit, but I didn't grab it till today. So anyway, you will not be able to get the Werewoods troops from your event keys. Those can only be obtained in the underworld at Werewoods. Let's sort by base rarity and go over. It's not the only thing you're not going to be able to get. So the Werewoods troops you cannot get. You will not be able to get Enraged Kurandara. That is a craft only. You can get standard Kurandara, just not this one. Let's see, is there anything else here you can't get? Let me just double check this right quick. I think we're okay. Yes, all right. So, notable troops this week. Doomclaw, do damage to an enemy boosted by enraged allies with separate 25% chances to devour the next enemy above and below. Of course, if they're immune to devour or if they are barriered or blessed, it doesn't work. Otherwise, they're fair game. Yum, 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 chomp. And enrage a random ally on 4 plus gem matches. Very, very nice. Since it is boosted by enraged allies, an extra 10 damage per enraged ally. That's nice. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but that Devour sure does. Kurandara is going to do damage to an enemy boosted by Doom Skulls, then convert yellow gems to Doom Skulls and conjure a Storm. The thing that people usually use Kurandara for is the 50% chance to curse all enemies every time you match 4 plus gems, which is very, very helpful when you're running with a Devourer, such as um, such as Doomclaw or High King Iron Gut, because the curse makes it so that you can devour troops, even those that are immune, unless they are completely invulnerable. If they get cursed, you can devour them. So that is what Kurandara is generally used for, although I personally adore working with Doom Skulls. That's just me. Anyway, next up we have King Mikhail. He is going to get enraged every time he matches brown gems, explode a row, so you're going to get a little extra mana, deal damage to all enemies, and 9 more damage if he is enraged. Next, we have Urskaya. I don't remember what this guy does, but Urskaya is very notable, not for her spell. You know, she does enrage all allies and give them a little extra attack. The scatter damage is not that much. It doesn't do a whole lot, but all Urskaya allies start with 50% mana, which is, of course, significant. 50% mana start. Whee! Alright, Theodorovich. This guy. You know what? I like this troop, actually. Give 3 to 10 mana to all other allies. Mana's good. Summon either Ragnagord, Nutcracker, 1225, Tannenbaum, or Kris Kringle. Like all of those troops. Those are all really nice troops. So, you know, if you are wanting to run a team where you're sacrificing something so that you can summon something else in, if you want the protection of having something getting summoned in, you can use Theodorovich. He also creates a wish gem when the turn begins. Now, whether or not you like the wish gems, that is entirely personal preference. I don't love wish gems personally, but they can be useful. Of course, you can just not fully trait him, and then that won't happen if you don't like them. Next, we have Arsuvius. He is going to do damage to all enemies, boosted by burning and enraged allies and enemies, an extra, or ×2 for each, and a 50% chance to burn a random enemy at the start of the turn. Skull damage reduction. He enrages himself when he takes damage. You know, he's great to use as a tank up there. And next, Baba Yaga is notable simply because she silences and she summons. And the summons is Yaga's hut, which is right here. This one is going to do damage to an enemy and triple damage if the enemy is silenced. So there is some really good synergy between Baba Yaga and Yaga's hut. Let's see, where had I just got that? That's Werewoods. Let's see. Yeah, this guy can do double damage if he's enraged. Lots of things in Urskaya enrage themselves and others. And no matter what, he's going to start with 50% mana, even if you don't have Urskaya with you. Bearlock we went over. Let's see. This one is okay for mana gen. If you have to use an all Urskaya or all Urskaya team, he will get you some mana. So, also bonus red mana from red gem matches, super nice. Vajranoi is notable simply because he does triple damage if the enemy uses blue mana. That can be huge if you're running against a team with lots of blue on it. Domovoy was my favorite healer for the longest time. Life to all allies boosted by brown gems, random status effect to a random ally. Of course, there are better healers out there, but if you need the heal, if you want the random status effect, he is a good option for Urskaya. And let's see. Uh, destroy is taking those gems off the board as if they were matched, but it's only 8 and it's totally random. If it was more, that would be better. I mean, it's okay, but anyway, that is what we've got for the troops for Urskaya. As far as the trials go, if you don't have the snowy, you know, the thing I just showed you, why why can I not remember this little thing's name? I can't remember. I'm so sorry. But of course, if you've been doing the epic trials every week, you already have all of the existing starry pests. But if for some reason you missed it, this is the order I used personally to get through the epic trial. Baba Yaga is at the bottom because she will summon for you. Urskaya Blue is just going to create a bunch of red gems for these two. Spirit of Rage gets you a little extra mana, and then Ursuvius, as I mentioned, makes a pretty good tank up here. So I got through the trials with it in that order. Next up, let's see. All right, upcoming events for the week. We have tomorrow is Tuesday. For Tuesday, of course, we have the Werewoods faction assault. On Wednesday, our pet rescue is Theodorovich's whatever this is. It's Theodorovich. On Thursday, we have the Sentinel class trial. Sentinel is a very good class. And the most notable thing about Sentinel class is that the class weapon is the Shield of Urskaya, which is absolutely something that you should be going for. Let me pull it up because I like the visuals. Where am I? Where am I? Sentinel. So 250 wins will get you the Shield of Urskaya. Give an ally armor boosted by all enemy attack, then enrage and barrier them. However, you also, if you don't cast on yourself, you also are going to get barrier because one of the traits is to barrier you. So really very, very useful as far as this stuff goes. Banishment is very, very powerful. If they have any positive status effects, match 4, you remove all of their positive status effects. It's fantastic. Fortitude, of course, is amazing. Rock Solid, extra XP or, whatever you want to do with this. It's a really good class, and you can get a 50% mana start if you use Urskula. All right, I said upcoming events. Oh, let's see. For this weekend, we have basically the weekend off because most of us don't want to play arena. It's an arena weekend, so yeah, we'll be out doing other things this weekend. Also, Mythic Friday. So, although I'm not impressed with the new Mythic coming out, that's the wrong button. Sorry. Uh, it's still a new mythic, and we must have all the things. This one is for Blighted Lands, the Succubus Queen. Sorry, I wonder if I can. No, okay. Charm an enemy, steal magic, ×2 plus 1. Okay. Uh, steal life from them, summon 1 to 3 succubi or incubi. Let me just go over her traits and then I'll come back to that. So, traits: gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell, reduce damage from spells by 25%, and steal 2 life from the first enemy every time you match red gems. And she does use red, green, and yellow. Now, why I don't like this troop? Because I really hate the summons. I do not like these summons at all. I will never ever use these troops because I don't like them. Succubus isn't so bad. Succubus drains mana from an enemy, places death mark. That's not great. However, the incubi. Sorry. The incubus charm 2 random enemies, which is great. Actually, wait. No, this is fine. This is not too bad. Charm 2 random enemies is not bad. The thing I don't like is lust. Lust is the one I don't like because she has a chance to transform the enemy into an incubus or succubus, and that's what I don't like because then they have a chance to charm you, and I hate that. I don't like that gimmick. But, as far as the mythic goes, I don't think it's great. However, if you need a mythic for Blighted Lands, and this is a Magic Kingdom, um, you're gonna want to get. Oh, what? I can't do that yet. Ah. Sorry, I get so distracted. Um, you are going to want to get this mythic if for nothing else to get your power level up for Blighted Lands. But like I said, I have to have all the things, so I will definitely be spending resources to get her this weekend. And let me see, is there anything else that's going on this week? I don't remember. Hopefully, I haven't missed anything. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be. Check out the pop ups on the screen right now if you are so inclined. And we will see you folks soon. Bye bye!